morning. Welcome to AI Daily Insights at 8 o'clock. Today is 28th February, 2024. I hope you all have a great day as always. Let's take a look at what's happening in the AI world today. 1. Apple's electric car project is dead. After a decade of work, the company is reportedly giving up on its ambitious effort to create an autonomous electric car. Apple has halted its long-rumored Project Titan work on developing an electric car, according to Bloomberg. The company reportedly announced the news internally on Tuesday and said many people in the 2,000-person team behind the car will shift to generative AI efforts instead. Apple's chief operating officer, Jeff Williams, and Kevin Lynch, a vice president in charge of the project, informed employees of the project's discontinuation, Bloomberg reports. The outlet adds that there will also be layoffs, but it's not clear how many workers it will affect. 2. Major shareholders planning to force Apple to reveal use of AI. Apple's annual shareholder meeting takes place tomorrow, allowing those with a major stake in the company to put forward proposals. One resolution proposed by the American Federation of Labor and Congress of Industrial Organizations, AFL-CIO, asks Apple to disclose its use of AI and any ethical guidelines that the company has adopted regarding the technology. The resolution is set to be supported by Norges Bank Investment Management and Legal & General, Apple's 8th and 10th largest shareholders. The major investor advisory firm Institutional Shareholder Services is encouraging Apple investors to support the AI resolution, arguing that Apple's guidelines do not specifically identify the potential risks resulting from the use of AI, and as a result, there are concerns regarding shareholders' ability to properly evaluate the risks associated with the use of AI. 3. OpenAI alleges New York Times hacked ChatGPT for lawsuit evidence. OpenAI asked a judge to dismiss parts of the New York Times lawsuit against it, alleging that the media company paid someone to hack OpenAI's products. In a filing Monday in Manhattan federal court, OpenAI wrote that it took the Times tens of thousands of attempts to generate the highly anomalous results, and that the company did so using deceptive prompts that blatantly violate OpenAI's terms of use. The hacking that OpenAI mentions in the filing could also be called prompt engineering or red teaming. AI video wars heat up as Pika adds lip sync powered by 11 Labs. Even as OpenAI continues to impress by releasing new demo examples of its high-quality AI video generation model Sora, it still remains out of reach to the public for now. But existing AI video generator companies aren't sitting still. Today, rival Pika announced the release of a new feature for its paying subscribers called Lip Sync. The feature allows users to add spoken dialogue to their videos with AI-generated voices from separate generative audio startup 11 Labs, while also adding matching animation to ensure the speaking characters' mouths move in time with the dialogue. 5 Fast. Google CEO says Gemini AI diversity errors are completely unacceptable. Last week, Google paused Gemini's ability to generate images after it was widely discovered that the model generated racially diverse Nazi-era German soldiers, U.S. founding fathers who were non-white, and even inaccurately portrayed the races of Google's own co-founders. While Google has since apologized for missing the mark and said it's working to re-enable image generation in the coming weeks, Tuesday's memo is the first time the CEO has widely addressed the controversy. The historically inaccurate images and text generated by Google's Gemini AI have offended our users and shown bias, CEO Sundar Pichai told employees in an internal memo obtained by The Verge. Our mission to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful is sacrosanct. Sundar Pichai said in an internal memo, "This has to be our approach for all our products, including our emerging AL products." 6. Amazon's Roadhouse reboot is accused of copyright infringement and AI voice cloning. The lawsuit also accuses Amazon Studios of using generative AI to replicate actors' voices during last year's Hollywood strikes. The screenwriter of the 1989 action film Roadhouse is suing MGM Studios and its owner Amazon Studios, accusing them of copyright infringement over the upcoming Roadhouse remake, report the Los Angeles Times and the Hollywood Reporter. The lawsuit, filed on Tuesday in the U.S. Central District Court in Los Angeles, also alleges that Amazon Studios resorted to generative AI to clone actors' voices in order to finish the Roadhouse remake during last year's Hollywood strikes, which largely shut down film production. Perplexity. Mistral Large is now available to all Perplexity Pro users. Mistral Large is now available to all Perplexity Pro users. Head to your settings page to set it as your default model or test drive it with our rewrite feature. This model will be available on our mobile apps very soon. Stay tuned. Mistral AI is a company that provides access to large language models through two main channels, an API and open source models. The API offers pay-as-you-go access to the latest models, while the open source models are available under the Apache 2.0 license and can be found on Hugging Face or directly from the Mistral AI documentation. 8. Google paying some news publishers to publish AI-generated articles. A report from Adweek reveals an agreement between Google and a handful of independent publishers, which would see AI-generated articles using Google's AI models published on these websites. The agreement calls for analytical data and feedback for these AI-generated articles and a fixed volume of content for 12 months. This also apparently comes with monthly payouts from Google that amount to more than $10,000 annually in some cases, while also getting free access to the tools used to create these articles. The program is apparently a part of the Google News Initiative, which was introduced in 2018. 9. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon warns no one will be able to escape the claws of AI, and that sets it apart from the dot-com bubble. This is not hype. JP Morgan Chase's CEO Jamie Dimon firmly believes that artificial intelligence (AI) will have a transformative impact on the world and that nearly all professions will be affected. Dimon has dedicated 200 workers at JP Morgan to research large language models and explore their potential use within the company. He is confident that AI will eventually be used in almost every job. Despite concerns about AI stock valuations surpassing those of the dot-com era, Dimon and entrepreneur Mark Cuban are optimistic about the long-term potential of AI. Dimon sees AI making breakthroughs in cybersecurity and pharmaceutical research, including the potential for cancer cures. That's all for today's AI news. Welcome to listen and welcome to subscribe AI Daily Insights at 8 o'clock on Substack, or subscribe to our podcast on YouTube or Spotify. I wish you a pleasant day. See you tomorrow.